I am Nick Shell, and yes, everyone likes my shirt. I've received 3 compliments on this shirt, and I've only been at work for about an hour and a half. I've had this shirt since 1994 when I was in 8th grade, and it still fits me because apparently I haven't grown since 8th grade, since 1994-95. So, that's everything you need to know, other than, if you can see what I see, we've got some business to tend to. Because I did make a video yesterday called Men's Hair Stops Mattering After High School. So, my good friend Robert left me a comment, as he always does, and I want to just read you an excerpt of that to launch a conversation that we all can have today. And he said this, quote, "I'd say 30 is the first big cutoff point when hair really stops mattering to both men and women. Most women don't care that much about balding anyway, but many do in their 20s, end quote. So he went on to say that he estimates that maybe still 20% of women still, care about men's hair in their 20s. In the discussion yesterday, it wasn't at what point does hair loss or men's hair stop mattering to us as the men, but to the rest of the world, to people in general. When does men's hair stop mattering? Because we know that women's hair, for the most part, they don't lose their hair like we lose our hair as men, most of us. So, therefore, there's fortunately a double standard in which it's expected that men shouldn't care about losing their hair because that's what's normal. Men shouldn't complain and whine about losing their hair because that's what's normal. And when people who are not brothers of the hair loss watch my videos, they think I'm obsessed or complaining about it, and they don't understand that there is this double standard that we're up against here. So, aside from it mattering to us, that's not really the question. When does men's hair truly stop mattering? Now, in my video yesterday, I knew that it was a debatable theory going into it when I suggested that ultimately men's hair stops mattering when we're 18. When by the time we get out of high school, those top 10 reasons I said that are the masculine traits, that's what actually matters at that point. But Robert says it's 30, and that's why part of the reason I made that video. I wanted us to really have a discussion, so I want to use this video to really open up that conversation, and I want to hear from you. At what age do you think men's hair stops mattering? Remember, the question isn't when do you not care about hair anymore. I'm not asking when is it okay to lose your hair in your own mind. I'm saying men's hair only matters to a certain degree. Women's hair ultimately always matters, really, because that's how our society is, because especially women don't lose their hair. But men's hair is a temporary thing by default, isn't it? So, at what point, universally, ultimately, does our hair as men not really matter anymore? In that simple question, where do you think the cutoff is? I propose it's high school. I propose after that it doesn't matter because we're expected to lose our hair. That's what I propose. Robert says 30. And I've said before, we never are really okay with losing our hair, but we have to come to that conclusion at some point that we accept it. But men's hair only matters to a certain point, a certain age. So what is that age? At what age does no one care about men's hair anymore? Not you internally, but everyone else, society. At what age does society no longer even notice or really care about hair anymore? Because it's assumed we're going to lose it anyway. So help me sort that out. Let's collaborate on this. This is a sequel, a follow-up to that video I did yesterday. Thank you for participating. Please leave a comment because I want us to sort this out. Some of you do agree with me that it's high school because 4 of you liked the video, and that was a pretty high ratio compared to the people who watched it. So that tells me people agree with it, but there's also people who don't agree. So I want to know what your number is. What age does men's hair no longer matter? I'm not asking you the question, when does your hair loss stop bothering you? At what age should it stop bothering you? I'm saying, when does men's hair stop mattering? At what age? If I say it's high school and Robert says it's 30, what do you think? Please let me know right here or right here, right here, right here, right here, right here.